Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast here at Celestia Radio. I am your host, Matthias, joined as usual by Nat and Dalit.
G'day, everyone.
Hey, good to be back.
And want to wish everybody from us here at the Celestia Radio, we want to wish you all a very belated Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and any other holidays that I cannot think of in this exact moment. So, hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days, couple of weeks since last recording, all because of holidays. So yeah. Hey everyone.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Doing good?
We just watched JP Fan Fest, for Final Fantasy 14 and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much my holidays. What about you guys?
So yeah. So that was your entire holiday. All right.
Yep.
Your Christmas, your New Year's, everything.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Well. What about you, Dolly? Do you have a good holiday?
I did. I had some work over the holidays, but fortunately for me, it was all work from home stuff. So I was kept nice and simple. Gave me ample time to catch up on a couple of games I've been wanting to, dip my toes in and mess around with. Other than that, some food, lots of relaxation. I think I've caught something, but we'll tough it out.
What games you catching up on? Because you certainly weren't joining us for Lethal Company.
No, I am not a Lethal Company person. You can't make me.
Yeah, well, I didn't even get invited until literally yesterday, 2 days ago. So
I pinged you. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I got sucked back into Cyberpunk. I haven't really played since it originally came out, and since I played on PC, I had a fine time with it, to be honest. All my issues kind of arise from it not being the Cyberpunk game that I wanted, not with really the game itself. It has some jank to it, sure, but it was fine. There's been a lot of historical revisionism on how people reacted to Cyberpunk. I think a lot of people are saying they liked it even at the time when maybe they didn't.
Kind of sounds like Final Fantasy 13 all of a sudden. Everyone's saying, "Oh yeah,
Final Fantasy 13 is still
game.
trash." Nope, it was trash then, it's trash now.
No, there's a lot of people that have been saying, "Hey, you know what? Final Fantasy 13 was actually a good game, despite everyone shitting on it."
No,
and
it's
I'm
a
just sitting here
game
with
skill
issues,
a couple really good characters,
skill issues,
some great music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
fantastic music for sure.
But yeah,
I haven't played Phantom Liberty yet, so I'm going to play through. I'm going to get through the DLC. There are a couple of achievements I didn't get on my first playthrough. I'm going to try to get those if it doesn't bug out again. It looks like the NCPD stuff has bugged out again, which is annoying, but what are you going to do?
Complain about it on Twitter, and then hopefully the devs will fucking see it.
I don't care. I actually don't care about the platinum. It's just I saw a thing to do. I did all of that thing, and then nothing popped up. I'm like, all right, listen, this is the second time in a row.
It's really strange.
Yeah, but tell you what, their additions to the game have been very interesting. They've certainly made the game, I don't want to say more difficult, but the enemies do scale better to you now.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, so, world levels up with you, which is good and bad. It is weird that I'm being attacked by a bunch of know-nothing gangoons who all have smart weapons and can hit me around corners, but I can do it too, so fair play.
It's a little weird, but alright.
Yeah, I was like, maybe take into consideration who's shooting at me, but what are you gonna do? Otherwise, I would just walk in and be immortal. I would be untouchable, because I've done all of these side quests. I'm level 40. I'd be walking into a level, 20 zone and just shooting everyone in a millisecond. They just fall over dead.
But then, that's kind of part of the fun with some of these open world games, right?
See, that's what I would have thought. I mean,
yeah, but the power fantasy is to be that immortal. Just go in and fuck everything up.
Maybe
that's what I'm here for a lot of times.
Maybe that'll be in the main scenario, which I haven't really touched yet.
Mm-hmm. maybe, possibly,
fair.
that just
Because
MSQ
I literally have
doesn't
just been.
scale.
So this is the reason why I don't love open world games. I don't know why it doesn't happen with Cyberpunk, because it happens with a lot of other games. If I see something on the map, I've got to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
exactly.
I can't leave it there, right?
Yeah,
I've got to do it. So
bro, I've
That's fair.
I've been
fair.
feeling ya, bro. I feel the same way with Genshin Impact. I
okay, no, I don't
literally
have that issue with
started.
Genshin.
Well, I mean,
That would make me crazy. Oh my goodness, that would be unhealthy for
You
me.
could
yeah,
you did
it
that when you played Genshin at launch, though. What are you talking about? You did everything.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but I had what, 1.5 zones?
yeah, and now it's
Also, I
like,
burnt out, which is my point.
Yeah, see, that's my point. You did it, and then you burnt out because of it.
yeah, but
Uh,
yes, go on.
yeah, so that's what I've been doing with Cyberpunk. I didn't have this issue with Cyberpunk last time. I was able to get all the way through it. I'm going to be able to get all the way through it again. I have some mods that make me happy. All clothing and like personal customization inspired. So looking forward to enjoying the ride. I really look forward to getting to Dogtown and experiencing the new content. But it's mostly been that.
I still have so much of that game to experience because I started that game, made it a decent chunk through like the first section of it. Like I made it through like the first chapter, and then into the
Mhm.
section when the whole world actually like opens up to you, right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
And I made it a decent chunk into that, playing around, and was really enjoying it. And then I found out one of the best weapons for the build I had ended up going for was in that first chapter and locked in that first chapter. If I didn't get it, I couldn't go back for it,
Do you
and that
happen
bugged
to
me.
remember what it was? Was it the
It
Kongu?
was
Was it?
the katana on top of Arasaka Tower when
Yeah,
the
he has a katana and a little wakizashi that play off each other.
yeah, and that's what I was going for, and it was locked to me, and I was just like, no, no, and I was like, I'm just gonna ignore it, just gonna ignore it, but it kept bugging me, and I just at the finally I was just like, I can't keep going like this. I'm gonna have to start all the way over to get the stupid thing because I
Oh,
want
that's
it.
a shame because I don't think you had to. There's so many katana in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
I that one I looked at them all. I looked at online at them all, and that one just looked really cool to me, and I really liked it. So I was just
Well,
like,
can't be helped.
I'm really upset that I now I can't say if it's the one I would use because I would have to have them all together and see which one I enjoy using the most or whatever.
Yeah, you like the
So
design, not the stats of it, by the sounds of
yeah,
things.
like it was the design. The stats were fine. It's one of those things I couldn't say if it would be my favorite or not until I
Right.
actually had them all to compare them,
Mm.
and I
Mhm.
couldn't compare them because I never had it.
Yeah.
And that just
Right.
kind of bugged me.
That's fair enough.
So eventually I was like, all right, fine, I'll restart it. And then when I went to restart it, it was like, oh hey, 2.0 is coming out with the DLC, and they're kind of saying if you want to play 2.0, we recommend doing a fresh start because of all the changes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what,
okay.
that's fair. So I took that fresh restart I had already just restarted and was like, all right, we'll scrap that. And I got Phantom Liberty and was going to do a restart, and then it was like, oh, you need an SSD now. Well, I don't have an SSD,
Ooh.
and now I have an SSD.
Hey,
So
finally.
it is the first thing I downloaded. So it is on the docket to play sometime in the near future, hopefully.
Let's go. Wake the fuck
Yeah.
up,
docket.
samurai.
Yeah, that docket is quite large though. There's a lot of things
Yeah, it
I'm working
is.
working
It'd be
through
like
right
that.
now. But yeah, so I didn't get to play Cyberpunk at launch. I played it very very much later, and I enjoyed quite a lot what I got to play when I played it. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to play 2.0 or 2.1 now, I guess.
Mhm. For what it is, it's fine. It's even really good.
Yeah.
I wanted something else. But that's fine. Now that I know what it is, now that I've gone through this game a couple of times, enjoying myself.
Well, that's
It's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
What else did I get into? I picked up the demo to Grand Blue Rising because it lets you do lobby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That game
So that's
is
the fighting one, right?
yeah, it's the fighting game, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I have to talk about this because I think Grand Blue Rising gets it. When
Oh,
I think of a demo version for a fighting game, this is the closest I have seen. I absolutely understand you cannot give the whole cast away. That's the point. So it gives away the main character, Gran, and has a rotation of 4, I believe, other characters per week. Like
man, I feel
League
like I'm
does.
having deja vu with this conversation. Just a different title.
That shows that they're doing it right then.
Yeah,
Because he's mentioned
granted,
this before, yeah.
that said, I would like it to be more than just Gran as a all the time character. I would like to
Oh, okay,
see
yeah.
2 or 3 different um, types of characters. Gran is an all arounder. I'd like to have seen maybe a keep away and a rushdown character as well. But frankly, this is it. You pay 0. You
Yep.
don't get access to the story mode. You don't get access to all the characters. You don't get access to player rooms. But you can interact with the game in a bunch of other ways.
Right.
They gave ranked, which is weird to me, but okay, sure. More
Rank
power
demo,
to
let's
us, I
fucking
guess.
go.
I would absolutely have kept rank. I would not have given that away for free. I would have given away a player lobby though. So maybe they have info that tells them that this is the better route. Regardless,
From what I
this
understand, their first iteration of this fighting game didn't go hot. So maybe they're trying to use this and having the ranked as free and stuff to kind of hopefully get more people to try it.
to be fair, Grand Blue Versus had a whole lot against it at its launch. It came out at the worst possible time, and it didn't have very good netcode. So when COVID hit and all the tournaments went online, any game that couldn't sustain that infrastructure, like if you didn't have a good online, you weren't getting played. So the game died a premature death that was only half of its cause.
Right.
That said, I accidentally popped online and did a bunch of matches on Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know better. I do.
Did
And
you pop
it played
off?
like a dream. No, it played like a dream for everyone.
No, I'm saying,
I
did
didn't
you
even
pop
notice.
off? Like, did you
No,
smash
no.
everyone? Oh,
I don't know enough about the about this game to be there. I can hold my own, but that's about it.
okay.
It's more than I could do.
But yeah, the fact that I didn't even notice I was on Wi-Fi until like 3 or 4 matches in.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so like it's super rock solid. The changes they've made have made the game feel um, faster in some ways. It's definitely opened up a bunch of combo routes to make it more damaging. It's just more fun to watch. I still struggle with the strike throw stuff, so I'm not their target audience on that anyway. But yeah, it's a great game.
Okay.
It's a
That's
great
good to
game.
hear. I mean, I want it to do well because
Same.
I want Grand Blue to have a decent hold in those areas outside of its mobile game to show other mobile and gacha games this is viable. You can do this.
You don't have to
You
rely
can make
on
games that aren't
fucking
gacha
gacha
games.
monetization. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. Like the gacha games honestly are fine if you're giving other avenues to experience it, because gacha is just kind of, no matter how kind they are, and admittedly side games just gives away
A lot.
multiple times a year, but no matter how kind they are, it's just not something I'm in love with. So it's a
Same.
shame to see those stories and those characters locked behind that, and now they won't be. And now they won't be, and we like that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I I did videos on YouTube for gacha games, so
Mhm.
I'm not in love with it either. So, but yeah, I'm happy to hear that one's doing all right so far. So hopefully it continues to do all right.
Yes.
And that would be a good thing. That'd be a great thing.
I would like to see that game given updates pretty frequently over the next couple months before they slow down. I want to see them really lock in something comfortable, less for the offline tournaments, more for the online players that will be keeping that game alive.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to just see, more models get that nice high definition rendering.
Yeah, also, if you want to add a whole bunch more characters and really keep the game alive, that's fine. I just meant balance updates. But yeah, I know that.
I like seeing all the cool characters and the pretty renders. It's really nice. And even though they chose a really nice selection to start off with, there's still a lot of characters in Grand Blue they can use. So
It's true, and I know that there are characters incoming. Near came with the update. So who's on the chopping block? I think Vayne is turning up. And two members of some special source guard. I don't know enough about the story. Like 12 and 7. I know that's not how you say their names, but it's what they're based on. There's some like super important general folk. One's an archer, one's a swordsman. That should be interesting. I kind of am looking forward to Vayne because Vayne looks really interesting in Relink, and I hope he's interesting in Rising as well.
Vayne from League of Legends?
No, God, no. God, no. Though Matera exists, so it's not like you couldn't put another bow woman in.
Ooh.
On the note of League of Legends, we did get the teaser trailer for Arcane Season 2 the other day.
Yeah!
I'll double down on that further. Not only did we get the teaser to Arcane Season 2, in League of Legends themselves, what's-her-name's mother was added as a champion, or will be added as a champion. I forget her name. She was she's the Noxian woman, the big black Noxian woman.
You're gonna be a little bit more descriptive than that.
Do I need to be more descriptive than big black Noxian woman from Arcane?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What's her name's mother? I forget her name. Okay. The girl who was flirting with Jace the whole
time. Okay. I know who you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about a character in League.
Yes, mother. I thought you were talking about like the actual
specifically
game.
About Arcane. This is why they're linked. Because her mother, who came in all blustery and full of fire, is now going to be a champion in League as well. So not only do we get a tease for Arcane, but Arcane will further feature in League of Legends.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty cool
for that. Especially because that character was always she stole a lot of screen time. Like, you definitely were enjoying the moment she was on the screen. It was very fun.
Yeah, especially with Jace.
Very entertaining.
But yes, teaser trailer for Arcane Season 2 coming out on November 2024. Yay! Finally. Who's gonna rewatch Arcane? Who's gonna rewatch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself through that pain.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna watch it all together. Let's do it. Watch it all.
You know what? I'm completely fine with that. But yeah, so
I'm excited because like that's another really exciting thing coming to Netflix this year on top of the Devil May Cry anime.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Also, Casey Edwards got to do a song for the Devil May Cry mobile game.
Yeah.
What was it? Something of Combat. Peak of Combat?
I believe it's
Peak of Combat, yeah.
Or maybe it is Combat.
No, I think it's
Peak, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The song is like Into the Fire or something like that. And it's, you can't beat the best because he's already done the best. So he can't, top that apparently. But it's still really good.
Have we heard any more than the short snippet that we were shared with earlier this week? Or last week?
The full song's out. The full song's out, yeah.
Oh, what the heck? I missed this. I must go listen when we're finished.
Yeah, I posted it in the Discord a while back. So if you scroll back up in there, you might see it. Or I can just grab the link off YouTube and send it to you after this.
Either way. Thank you for letting me know. I only knew about the snippet. I didn't realize the full thing had been released.
Yeah, the full thing was released 2 days ago, I think.
Nice.
3 days ago. So yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, so anything well, Nat, you started Genshin Impact over a little break.
No, I didn't. Let's not talk about that.
Oh, so you did? Okay.
Yeah, I did. So should I just get into it?
I mean, give us you don't have to go into full depth because I know we want to talk about it later, but for a different thing. But if you want to give a little rundown of some first thoughts,
Matt, you might want to close your ears for this.
Look,
Um,
I'm used to people trashing, trash talking this game. Don't worry.
I don't know. I'm like 60-40 with it. It's like I don't the things that I do like about the game, which is the exploration, that's fun. But like the combat itself, I feel it's kind of hard for me to give a proper, accurate, um, I don't want to say detail, but like an accurate assumption of the gameplay is because I am playing at 230 plus fucking ping, right? So obviously there's going to be a little bit of not fluidness with my gameplay. But simply switching characters kind of feels bad. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of being uh fluid with the combat and like trying to set up elements, reactions as quickly as possible and all that. So that's the
Well, there's your
combat.
first mistake. Be me. Play Geo. Don't worry about elements.
Yeah.
I keep coming back to that for you, Dalit, and I'm just like, you say you want to get away from Geo, and I'm just like, I think you should double down on Geo.
At this point.
Because the way I hear it, there's in the next couple patches, there's an Albedo rerun, and I'm just like, you should just double down and get all the Geo, dude.
Yeah, just get Yunjin, Albedo, and Goro, and just support the ever-loving crap out of my Ningguang and Navia.
Yeah, there you go, man. It's clearly what you need to do.
Evidently.
Yeah, it's also like I don't know, like, so I only have like what 5-6 characters. I have MC. Does he have like an actual name, or is it called Traveler?
Aether.
Aether. Okay, so it is your name, Matt.
Wait. Hold on. Did you choose the male?
Yes, I did.
You chose the male, yeah.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Why?
Because they are both not named Aether.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not both named Aether. Yeah. Right. The male is Aether. The female is Lumine.
Okay. I have what's her face, Ember. I have the
best unit in the game. Ember. Let's go.
I will kick you off of this podcast.
Wait, who, me or
might
Dalit?
be the worst unit in the entire game.
Literally the worst unit in the game.
I love her to absolute pieces. I think her design is darling. Absolutely might be the bottom one unit in the game.
I'm in the same boat.
So I majorly agree, but I do think she has her ways of being somewhat useful.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely clear the game with her, but she's still
not
trash.
only that. I'm just talking about like just early game stuff. Mid game and late game, I have no idea other than people use fucking meta characters, right? Like,
no, I mean, for all the free to play, there's a lot of free to play teams for like weekly farms and boss farms and stuff that use Amber because she's a free archer, and pyro reactions are usually one of the needed reactions in a lot of fights.
Yeah, so that was pretty much one of my reasons. I don't use her as DPS, but I set her up to make Lisa to do damage. So
is Lisa still one of like the? Never mind. Please continue.
No, sorry. Go on. No, finish that.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
What are you gonna ask?
I was just curious where Lisa was standing nowadays because I don't remember people speaking about her very kindly either.
So
she's fine.
She's fine. I would say she's fine early game. The reason why I say that is because when it rains, that's when she shines. I know, kind of ironic, right? But like that easy.
I mean, is
it? Yes. Like she
shines, rain.
Like,
all right.
Water and electro is superconducted, right? That's the reaction. Electrocharge, yeah. Okay, that's it. She just melts early game.
I mean, yeah,
fucking monsters with ease.
I think it's fair that you're at early game, and frankly, I don't think there are any bad characters at the first couple world tiers.
That's what I'm thinking of as well.
Lisa is in that category of. I'd say in like a normal gacha game, she'd be a
B tier,
like a mid tier 4-star character.
Sure,
like she's kind of what you expect from a 4-star character. Yeah. Maybe a little bit less.
Yeah.
There are definitely worse, and there are very definitely better.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But like I'm talking specifically just early game and like the first area before like leeway, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
from what I can tell, MC is good, don't get me wrong, but like Lisa's doing more damage when it rains, and those ruin golem sentinel things. When I set up fire and electro, that's when like Lisa does like 1,000 fucking damage for me, which is a lot as to what my current like power is. So Lisa kind of good. Obviously, she's gonna get replaced, but like as to when I'll
Yeah,
replace, I have
especially with
no
who
idea.
you're looking forward to picking
Well,
up.
yeah, exactly right. That being said,
Actually, no. With who he's looking forward to picking up, she's a viable free to play option as a background because
Oh, that's
one
true.
of
It's support unit. That's fair.
one of Shogun's teams is just like 3 electro units and an animo unit, so
yeah.
she's a viable secondary electro because she can off field it.
That being said, though, Lisa as a character, holy fuck, she's 11 out of 10. God
I knew that's where
damn.
we were going to go to.
Oh,
I am not even remotely
holy.
surprised about this.
I did the date side quest with her, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god, if only you were real. Yeah, you go on like you're trying to like pick up, return like late books.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
say that it's actually a day, and she's like, you know what? All right, we can make this a day. And I'm like, fuck yes. But yeah, so in terms of character, Lisa is my favorite. In terms of actual like gameplay, still up for debate, honestly.
Understandable.
All of the real interesting gameplay is in the newer 4 stars and 5 stars in general.
That's certainly
So
true. The power
once you
creep in
actually,
this game. Sorry.
yeah,
The
once you
power
actually
and
start
fun
summoning
creep.
and getting stuff, yeah, once you start summoning and getting stuff this week, it'll that'll you'll get to some of the more fun characters.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
kind of hoping so because, man, early game is it's so weird. Like, it's not a drag, but when the wall happens, and by the wall I mean like the adventure rank wall, right? You know what I'm talking about. That's when
Yeah.
like just all of like just the tempo just stops in terms of like just doing anything fun because you're forced to go out and explore. You're not like it's not like I want to I want to explore this area out of my own volition. The game literally is like, yeah, go out and fucking explore so you can level up your adventure rank. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Like, I
I
get
already
why
did
that
that, but
system's
like,
there. I get why that system's there, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, they should probably do away with that, like
at,
locking you out of story and stuff.
at least
It
at least till like 45, and then you can do walls, right? But like pre 30, it fucking sucks. And that's also like my other problem because I played Star Rail first before Genshin Impact, right? I I understand why people really want a lot of quality of life stuff from Star Rail to be in Genshin Impact, and I'm seeing it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Jesus
well,
fucking Christ.
it's like all the quality of life that's in Star Rail are all things the Genshin community has asked for in the 2 years, 3 years it was out before Star Rail. They're like,
Yeah,
hey, can we have this?
yeah,
Hey, can we have this? Hey, can we have
yeah,
this?
and they just put in
It's all in
Star
Star
Rail,
Rail.
and they don't fucking put
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I don't understand why. It's so weird. Like, I like it's again
Well,
the
do remember,
exploration
though,
is
these are two
fine.
different teams.
Are they two different teams? I thought it was just the
Yeah.
same.
No, yeah, it's
No,
different
it's
teams.
Oh,
different
is it?
teams.
Oh, okay, then that
Yeah.
would explain it. Oh, right, gotcha.
But Star Rail did take some of the like I feel like they took some of the UI and back end coding stuff
Mm,
and used that as a bone like to build off of
Sure.
when they started
yeah.
Star Rail because you can see a lot of the UI similarities and other things like that in existence. So
But like, that's why I'm saying like I don't want to like full on rag on early game Genshin because I do when I do like freely of my own volition like do explore the world. It is fun.
mhm.
But when I'm forced to do that and with how and with the adventure rank wall that happens, like it just like completely it doesn't kill, but it's like
It takes you out of it.
Yes, exactly. It takes me out of it because it does feel like I just ran like smacked face first into the fucking wall, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm reeling back from, okay, time to go back and all that.
Right.
But yeah, so just again, gameplay is a little bit weird because I have 230 plus ping, so it's weird. The actual progression I do not like. The adventure I'm fine with it. Story seems alright. Voice acting seems alright. That being said, though, there is quite a few being called a she while having a male character. Just voice dialogue being cut midway through, which is weird. I don't know if they're doing some.
That was some old 1.0 stuff that did not continue. It was like things that were in the 1.0, some coding errors, some like file ordering errors and stuff like that, and they just never fixed it. But you don't have that in the newer stuff at all.
It seems like the game is reading like the Chinese like sentence structure, and it's cutting off when the Chinese sentence is done, rather than reading both the like English voice line and the English like text sort of thing. So there's a couple that like it's just really weird. But ignoring that, everything seems fine in terms of story. Paimon's not annoying. Everyone says she's annoying. I don't think she's annoying. Um, I do agree though that MC should get more voice lines, because when he did get a voice line, I'm like, holy fuck, I spoke.
Give Zach more lines. Give Zach more lines.
You don't have to wait for 3 or 4 more nations from where you are. It's fine.
Oh, sheesh.
Give Zach more lines. I'm petitioning it.
Honestly, yeah. And frankly, I forget who the actress for Lumina is, but yeah, give both of them more lines. They are both very good. I've enjoyed, because I also play as Aether, running into my sister constantly, because whenever she speaks, I'm like, oh, she's really good.
Yeah, Lumine's also really good. It's just I don't know her actress's name, whereas I can look at Aether and see Zach. Also, I've watched Zach's streams and stuff, so I've seen. I've interacted with him in a way a bit more. Yeah,
100%.
So,
but so I'm 60-40 with it. I'm not like full on shitting on Genshin, but
I
am seeing problems.
I play it now. I can.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's my
Do not worry, listeners. I'm gonna save letting them voice their full thoughts for a little later. We're gonna have a Genshin themed episode, I'm sure, at some point.
100%.
So I look forward to that, because I am. Yes. Right. Anything else from your holidays?
I did a bunch of Monster Hunter World streams.
Let's go.
Yeah, I've played. I was doing a dual blade character, right? But I'm like, no, I kind of want to play like Insect Glaive, because it's been like a long ass time since I've played Insect Glaive. I played Insect Glaive in 4U, and the very start, the release of Worlds. So it's been like fuck knows how many years. Got back into it. First time playing Insect Glaive post Iceborne, so there's a few changes, and yeah, it's been really fucking fun. I very much enjoy Insect Glaive in Worlds. It just feels so good. That being said, though, I'm still Switch Axe main. You can't knock down the swag axe.
It's one of the more popular ones, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing that. Been doing a couple of been putting off early Pokemon streams because either recordings or Christmas holiday stuff and whatnot is overlapping. But yeah, I'm chilling. I'm good.
It's good.
I'm waiting for Rad and Shogun to come out to see whether or not I continue playing Genshin or not.
You've got about 2.5 days, 3 days. I'll say for myself, it was a good holiday.
Excellent.
I didn't do a whole lot. Just a lot of time with family, and I'll say it was a rare holiday. I had my entire family together, and everybody got along, so that was cool.
Oh my god.
which I'm sure these two are very familiar with me saying it many times over the years we've known each other that's not a common occurrence. So it was really nice.
I bet.
That's
Everybody
good.
laughing and being friendly together. It was really good. And for the first time, usually around a little after Christmas and around New Year's, I always like for most of my life, I was usually when I get really sick and I have health problems anyways. So it always kind of flares up, and I usually get sick around this time. I did not this year. I've been in
Uh,
pretty good health for most of this holiday. My family, on the other hand, has gotten sick
Yeah, there it
more
is.
than once, but I've been fine, so that was nice.
We take those.
hey. Yeah, finally.
It was a switch up. It was unusual, but yeah. Not didn't really do a whole lot. Like I watched a lot of streams from different VTubers, streamers, YouTubers. Listened to some podcasts.
Me. He's
Yep.
including me as well.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Nat's streams. I played a little bit in terms of playing games.
Yeah,
I
Lethal
was
Company.
I was on Lethal Company for the other podcast that Dalet's a part of. I was a guest over there.
Yeah, just
I was
leave me out. Fuck it, who cares?
I was a guest over there for an episode and got to play some Lethal Company there. I played it one more time. Since then as well. Two more times? One more time? I don't know for sure. I started to poke at Apex again a little bit because the Final Fantasy VII crossover starts this upcoming week.
Yes.
I'm
And
so sorry.
I want to try and play it some and get what I can out of that, hopefully. I didn't do as bad as I thought I would after not playing for like 3 or 4 months. So I'm kind of happy with myself for that.
Hey, excellent.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and then I started poking at the Kiseki series again, at Zero specifically. So 'cause that's where I'm at, is playing Zero. And I'll explain why I decided to do that in a little bit. But
Ooh,
yeah,
the mystery.
the mystery. Yeah, so that's really about it. I did have a nice day where my brother came into town and hung out with him, and we got to just have like a day where we were playing a bunch of different board games. And then as the day progressed and the night progressed, we went from board games to we just sat around and played some hands of poker. So
Yeah.
that was a really fun day. Unlike his wedding, where the night before his wedding, I cleaned house in poker. Um, I got absolutely destroyed this time in poker, and yeah.
Ooh.
You hate to hear it.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it was not my best bout of poker, that's for sure. But it was fun. It was a very good time. Yeah, so that was my holiday. Pretty relaxing, all things considered. So
Yeah, same.
I'm happy
It's
to
very
hear
nice.
it. Happy to hear it.
Yeah.
But guys, it is 2024 now. It is a new year.
I'm still signing 2023. God damn it.
I keep typing it when I'm doing titles for stuff when I'm uploading videos and stuff. I'm like, oh nope, gotta go back. That's
Damn.
not right.
Feel so sorry for you guys because I've got like a solid 16 hours of 2024 over years.
I think you nailed that exactly. I think it is like almost exactly 16-hour difference between us.
I just took a fucking shot in the dark, honestly.
It's between 14 to 16, I think.
Yeah,
But,
something around there.
But yeah, so it's 2024 now, and this is one of those questions you gotta ask. You guys got any New Year goals, resolutions, plans, anything like that you've
God,
been
yes.
thinking
Nope.
about? Or
Oh my god,
God, no.
spend less on video games. They're so expensive now.
Oh my god.
Like, this is super
Yes.
first world problem. But I did a tally of like all the games that I wanted this year that have
Mhm.
that
All
we
right.
know are coming out.
What was the total cost?
It's $400.
Holy...
It's half a grand, and it's like 7 games.
Jeez Louise.
Like, and that's for me in America. God forbid it's you, Nat.
Ugh.
Is that including collector's editions of some of those games?
No,
at least?
I don't get collector's editions. I don't got money like that.
Oh,
Bruh.
so you're not me. Ooh. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
no,
going for
these
collector's
are
edition.
strictly speaking just the base version. Like, it's like 7 games came out to $400. Like, okay, cool. We're watching what we spend this year. Last year was easy to do that because of all the travel and my computer exploding. So,
Right, yeah.
you know, and granted, that's $400 over 12 months. It's not like $400 in just January, but
Yeah, that's not the worst it could be, I
Yeah.
guess.
even still,
But still,
seeing
like
seeing the
tallying
number,
it up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It just
So this is why you shouldn't tally things up.
Ugh.
well, no,
Uh,
because
really
I'm
like-
absolutely giving myself spending limits. I am, I get only so much per month. I still
Well,
have
yeah,
like
I mean
bills and
that's
such I
one
need to
thing,
do.
but there's certain things you shouldn't look at. You shouldn't look at how much it is you spend on games. You should just know don't spend more than this in a month.
I need to make that big borrow VTuber boy that I keep threatening about. I need the financial assistance. I need
I
to be doted
mean-
upon.
You have the voice. It'll work. You'll get all the
No,
fans.
The downside is
Actually,
downside to that is I am neurotic and I wouldn't ever start that without having everything in place first, and that's not how having a VTuber model works. Because they're
Hey, you
gotta start off with the-
expensive.
You gotta start with the
Yes,
freebie
they
ones
are.
like me and Nat.
Yeah, no, I'm way too neurotic for that.
Yeah.
Moreover, that would also, as we have joked about before, that would mean I'd have to stream, and I could do that.
Yeah,
Lord
it
knows
it wouldn't
I
be
play
one
video
per decade
games.
stream anymore. Yeah.
Like, I do play video games, but I also have like the mindset like I'm not interesting to. I wouldn't want to watch me. So
I mean, I'd watch you. I mean, hey, whether you like it or not, you have one stream you have to do this year.
yeah, I have that. I have to get Senua's.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt, Dolan, if you actually like tried to be a VTuber, I think people would follow you and watch.
Oh
you
yeah, I can
because
say
of your
with
voice
I
almost
am
alone.
certainty
here.
too.
I am coming for all of you older gals. I will be the Oshi for you.
It's true. He's there.
Ooh.
Keep an eye here to this podcast because this is where you'll hear it first. I am calling. We get exclusive announcement rights to this. We get exclusive announcement rights when he finally bites that bullet. You'll hear it first on the Celestia Radio podcast.
Mhm. I will chill him out as best as I can, which is not that great.
And we all
You
know
know
I'm
what?
a good shill, so I'll shill him.
Yeah.
Regardless,
I'll try.
that fever dream aside, yeah, my goal is just not to spend a whole lot. Last year was really painful for me financially,
Mm.
and a lot of my safety nets have run out this year, as I learned. So it's going to be expensive enough just keeping myself going for work purposes. I don't want to strain myself
Right.
because of video games, and it's really easy to not realize how much those things actually cost nowadays.
Yeah, no,
Unfortunately,
that's, like,
quite a bit. because
completely
the price
fail.
keeps going up.
Keeps going up,
Oh,
and
fuck no.
I mean, the easy thing would be just don't buy every AAA game, except they're really good though.
Yeah.
Really good though.
They put
really
all
good,
the
though.
they put all that money into it. I feel it would be a shame if I didn't try to do anything with that.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
that's fair. The AAAs do make it very hard, especially with you
Yeah.
have the stacked lineup of AAAs in the near future.
But hey, Lethal Company's like $10, so
I mean, look,
yeah.
there are other things. I mean, like I'll have Hades. Hades is unlikely to be a full price game.
You don't think so?
No,
Hades
no,
too?
no, no.
No,
Hades,
no.
they've well, to my knowledge, they've never done full price.
Okay.
So there's plenty of games on my list that aren't big AAA games. But like in rapid fire, Tekken 8, Granblue, and Final Fantasy 7 are all within a month. Well, yeah, about a month or so, give or take, from where we are.
Yeah, no, that's actually right.
That's $200 right there. That's
Don't
70,
forget about
60,
Dawn
70.
Trail as well.
What was that?
Don't forget Dawn Trail as well.
So I
That's
probably won't be
summer.
hopping on.
That's a little ways away.
Yeah, that's a ways away. I probably won't be hopping on to that as immediate as everyone else, but that we're gonna have a whole conversation about Final Fantasy 14 and stuff. So I'll save that for then. But yeah, frankly, 14 has its own issues with money, but it's like a $14 sub and a $30 expansion. It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty forgiving. All things considered.
I'm still waiting for the submerge between 11 and 14. I'm surprised they didn't announce that this FanFest, but yeah.
So I
it was the
agree
perfect
with
time.
you, because if there was a time to do it, but again,
It was literally today, or not, yesterday.
we get ahead of ourselves. There will be a conversation about that in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to mention it though.
But yeah, for sure. For absolutely
I want
sure.
that merch sub. Ooh.
So you don't have any kind of goals or plans or anything, Nat?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I'm going to be absolutely real with you. I kind of forgot that New Year's resolution was actually a fucking thing. I've just been so, like, just not busy, but, like, mentally busy with, like deciding as to what I want to do for stream. So, like, semi-scheduling. And, like, I just completely forgot all about it. So, I guess, I don't know, just keep on working out my streams. My total streams, which I do not believe in for my Twitch recap, was like, what was it? It was like under 200 streams, but like I did like 3.
You did 3 different marathons this last year.
Two of them were like a month long, and
one of them was like 3 months long.
No, one of them was two of them was 1 month long, which is my Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, and then
Your Final Fantasy went over a month, homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How long was that?
It was about 2.
Was it?
It was really. It got really close to 2 months. Yes.
Really? No shot.
Yeah.
Oh well, then regardless, but like a full Twitch, full Twitch stream isn't 24 hours. It's 48 hours. So every 48 hours, it will do a forced reset of the stream. So technically, I've done more than like, I don't know, quick maths, like over 250 days of streaming, right? So I don't know, just keep up with that. I guess that's my New Year's resolution. Try not to be lazy and keep doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely keep up with it, but please don't burn out.
Sure.
I don't think I'll be yeah. If I do feel a little bit burned out, I'll just not stream. It's just that simple, and then I'll just come back.
I mean, as far as like plans go, I know you mentioned you do plan to do another Final Fantasy marathon.
Well,
Was that changed?
kind of think sort of sense, because we have podcasts now, so, and I don't want to be one of those people that's get in the way with our plans. So I'm kind of thinking like it is going to be a marathon, but it's going to be like one of those like 8 hours a day, every single day sort of playthrough marathons instead of all like full blown, from day 1 to day whatever, whenever the fuck I finish, right? So we can still, like record our podcast, our episodes and all that, but like, still trying to do like a Kingdom Hearts or a Final Fantasy marathon-esque sort of thing on my channel.
Yeah. Well, hey.
So yeah.
I look forward to watching through all of those again, excluding Kingdom Hearts 3. I won't watch through that one.
I still have not beaten your Zora. Oh my god, I'm so bad at Kingdom Hearts.
But hey, listeners, y'all heard it here. Go over to twitch.tv/Natharis and give him a follow. Watch his streams. He's got some fun things coming up this year that he's going to do. And he streams fairly regularly. So just, selling my co-host over here.
Quick plans. I kind of want to do a Moonlight Great Sword only playthrough of Dark Souls 1 through 3. May do Dark Souls 2 twice again. We'll see, but
twice.
Yeah.
What, to do both versions, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then obviously another Kingdom Hearts marathon, but there's gonna be a little bit of tune up or switch up. More specifically, Dream Drop Distance. I'm actually gonna play critical mode because you don't get critical mode from the get go. You got to beat the game first to get it, and I'm also gonna do a no balloon family spell run essentially. So that's gonna be interesting. Final Fantasy Marathon is going to be not the main line, not the main titles. It's going to be like kind of like either sequels or like off titles, kind of like Crystal Chronicles sort of thing, Type Zero and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my plans. I just gotta actually do research and like put them in place and all that shit.
You got time.
Yeah,
you're just giving a nice little foreshadowing to the listeners. So
yeah.
So
those are my somewhat plans for this year.
And all was it just saving money for you? You got anything else on the docket?
I
don't know why that's my favorite term, by the way. Like I've been using that term for the last like 2 weeks, and I have no idea why. It's just stuck with me.
It's fair. I understand what you mean. It's pretty much just that. My work is not as reliable on dates as I would like, so I don't want to. I don't want to like spend time carving out time that I otherwise won't have. So it's mostly just play games, enjoy myself, don't over enjoy myself.
Yeah, don't get burned out from enjoying too much games.
Well, don't get poor from enjoying too much games. I have bills to pay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Keep things down. There's only so much I can do. Like my big resolution for the past few years has just been taking care of myself physically, so I've been doing that.
Yeah, very good resolution.
It is a very good one. It is, and one I'm sort of following after this year. I'm thinking so.
God, maybe I should do that as well.
Go to the gym. I can highly recommend it. Don't spend a lot in the gym. It's probably not worth it.
I'll say for myself, don't know exactly how seriously I'm going to take my own question here, but I mean, it's no real secret because I've talked about it on Twitter before, and I've talked about it when I streamed and stuff, that I have health issues. I have several health issues, and they've been really like declining for the last about year and a half, like getting kind of bad again. So I can't just snap my fingers and make those all go away.
But if I could.
I mean, if I could, that'd be great. But I'm trying to do, for the first time ever, I'm trying to take steps to try and help myself where I can. This year, I think. Yeah, like I was saying to y'all before podcast, I did I got a one of those like cycling workout machine things. I don't know what they're just called a cycle machine. I don't.
Yeah, like an elliptical.
Maybe it's like a bicycle, but it's stationary, and you see them in the gyms all the time.
Yeah, it's a stationary.
Yeah, I just called cycling machine.
It's a stationary.
So I got one of those here, and I started using it today. I did like 10 kilometers today.
Nice.
Though doing that when I was like sleep deprived and already kind of like a little under the weather today was like probably not the best idea.
Hey man, at least it makes you expend your energy.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a very gratifying thing when I did go to the gym a few years back. That's what I enjoyed the most, was the treadmill and the stationary bike, like all the cardio stuff. So I'm gonna try to do that a bit more, take care of myself a little bit better if I can in that regard.
Yeah.
I always say when I was younger, I was like, I ain't gonna make it to 30, and well, I make it to 30 this year, so I'm like, I might as well not make myself miserable while I'm at it.
I'm turning 28. I still have that mindset.
Outside I guess the less serious stuff there. Yeah, I spent a lot of time because of my health and things that like wanting to play games this last year and just never playing them because I could never muster up the energy to do it, or I'd like talk myself out of it or something like that. So I'm kind of just wanting to actually play games this year. That's something I would like to do. I have a huge backlog of games that I want to play, and that have just been sitting there staring at me. So I'm wanting to, actually play my games again. I love video games. That's one of the only things I would consider like a passion to myself, and I just haven't really been able to enjoy them as much as I'd like in the last year or so. So I'm wanting to get back to that. I want to play games again.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a certain tabletop game that I want to play as well, but
wow, wow. Okay.
Speaking of wanting to play games.
No, you're no longer invited to the table, homie.
Oh, man.
No longer invited to the table. I'll fill your slot. I'll find a different player.
Right, and I'm the only one that was like more or less confirmed with this upcoming campaign. Ooh.
Yeah, you just ruined it for yourself, dog.
Unlucky.
That is among the things I would like.
I was speaking about Baldur's Gate 3, obviously, Matt.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, we do need to get back to that. You're right.
Yeah.
Because neither of us have made it past Act 1.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking about.
Yeah. In terms of that tabletop game, I do want to try and get a campaign rolling again this year. The one that I was running for these two and a few other friends a while back, I don't see coming back, at least anytime in the near future.
Yeah.
But I'd like to start another one. Because I like to write in my spare time, and so I have a D&D world I've been working on for a while that I'm put a lot of like passion into. So I would really like to run a game with it. So hopefully, at some point this year, that'll be a thing that I can do. Is I can start a game up there and have some fun there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've set like a goal.
I'm not invited, but yeah, no, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, no, you ruined that for yourself. I have made a goal for myself that I want to, before this year's done, at the very least, if I do anything, I want to have at least finished Reverie in the Kiseki series.
That's
sorry, what?
That's such a big game. But yeah, that'll wrap up your Ereboni arc.
Yeah, and I'm right now I'm on the last mission in the chapter before the last chapter of Trails from Zero. And
right, gotcha.
Then I need to play Azure, and then Cold Steel 3, 4, and then Trails from Reverie.
Holy.
And then I've done that. That's the goal. I want to at least get that done this year if I can. That is my goal. That's what I'm working towards. If I had a specific goal, I want to at least do that, because I started this series 2 years ago, and with every subsequent game I've played, I have fallen more and more in love with this series. I love this series. It's so good. So I want to actually sit down and give the time to it. Trails Through the Daybreak gets its English release this summer, from what I remember. So it'd be amazing if I can finish all the way up through Reverie by then, and I can jump into that. That would be awesome. I'm not going to even attempt that, because I said I was going to finish all through Cold Steel 4 before Reverie came out last year, and yeah, that was a bad idea. I didn't do it. That was unreal goals. Not going to do that again. But that would be nice.
Well, you better hop to it then, man.
Yeah, that's one goal I have. And a second goal is and this is gonna. You were both are either gonna be like flabbergasted or just straight up say it's not gonna happen and refute that I'm capable of it. I'm wanting to cut out like the majority of my gacha. I want to just cut away from gacha in general.
Well, with Counterside going the way of the Dodo player, I can see you finally deciding to crack down onto the ones that actually have a future.
The reason I started playing gacha games and mobile games, like...
That's a funny joke, man, by the way. Well, okay. serious note, I actually really do hope you do cut down on the gacha games because there's just some fucking awful ones, right?
Yeah. I
But
mean,
like, oh man,
well, it's like my comfort game in Opera Omnia is being shut down
Yeah, that
next
sucks.
month.
don't remind
That
me.
Yeah,
sucks.
that's being shut down. Uh, I'm quitting Counterside, or I have quit Counterside. Uh,
Mm,
like as of last week, I have quit Counterside. Um, I still poke at Last Claudia, but I've that's never been one that I've even thought about spending money or even really playing. I just poke at it every now and then because the story's pretty
right.
good, so I'll poke at it when I just feel like it. So I mean,
Yep.
that's nothing I really consider too seriously even bothering thinking about. And I've cut out a bunch of others. The only real gotcha game that I still play and I have no intentions of quitting is Genshin. Um,
That's
just
fair. You can have a main like gotcha game. I'm just saying, like, don't play fucking 10 gotcha games at once because you're gonna go insane.
I have done it at one point before, so I don't want to be I don't want to backtrack to that point. It's my plan, and I would like to. That's something I've told myself going into this year. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do these anymore. I want to be free from the mental anguish they put me through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
um, so yeah, like I said, I'll probably stick with Genshin and just Genshin. I'll poke at Star Rail a little bit here and there.
What about
But that's probably
Punishing Grey
really it.
Raven?
I
Do you still play
I
that?
don't play it right. Like it's a fun game. I really like it. Uh, but yeah, I didn't stick with it, and I don't
Mm,
still have it downloaded. I might poke at it here and there. Maybe I don't know. I haven't really figured out where I stand with that one. It's a good game. It's fun.
yeah,
Um, but it's like it does really want you to do those dailies and things like that, and that's just a time investment I don't
yeah,
really want to give. If it wasn't
yeah.
for the
I
time
agree.
investment that it's asking of me, even though it's not a huge
I
one,
mean, well,
it
that's
is.
what gotcha is.
Yeah,
Sadly,
even though it's not a huge time investment like some gotcha games, it's a time investment I don't really want to give all the same.
yeah,
So
exactly right.
I don't think I am gonna go back to that. Maybe I'll pick it up just to play around once in a while. Maybe and that's a very very big maybe. Um,
Yeah.
there's a couple gotcha games or gotcha s games on the horizon that are interesting, but I have no intention of trying them unless somebody I know, like like my former consortium and counterside, my former consortium leader. If he tries it out and really enjoys it, and thinks I'd enjoy it, I might try it out just to play
Right.
a game with him again.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's fine.
but yeah, no. So I'm those are kind of like that's where I am. I'm trying to be more proactive, be more positive, which is a hard task for me. Going into this year, I want to play games again. I want to progress in this Kiseki series that I really enjoy. I want to back off of the gotcha games finally. Be done with that curse. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've I've started trying to stream again regularly. Like this last
Mm-hmm.
week, I streamed 4 times. This last week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then I streamed
Yeah.
Saturday. Meant to do stream Friday, but the weather was just like, nope, you aren't streaming today. Uh, because
That
whenever it
weather
rains
excuse.
here, the rain is right against this window, right next to where I'm sitting, and all you can hear on my mic is just the rain against the window. So
Yeah, that's fair.
not not what I want, but yeah. So I'm trying to be positive this year. That's a change of pace for me. So trying to be healthier, trying to be positive. I can't fix my health problems, but I can be a little bit healthier about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those are pretty good.
Yeah,
Mindset goes a
Pretty
long
good
way.
resolutions.
yeah. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get the ability to leave my house too much because of health issues and stuff. So uh, make use of the time I have being productive, working on something. So playing games, streaming, this podcast, things that
Yeah.
I am capable of doing.
Yeah. Keeping your time busy and all that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
It's I have high hopes for this year, hopefully. Yeah, and then for all of us, we have this podcast. We released it, right before Christmas and New Year's. That was a bad planning on my end. Uh, but
it's fine.
But yeah, we've got some fun things to talk about. We've already thought of and planned out coming up, and I hope all of you listeners will enjoy getting to hang out with us through this podcast and just hear us ramble on about video games and these two yell at me because of gotcha or something. It's very normal things you'll hear around
here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm just going to laugh fucking hysterically at you. That's all.
I might yell a little bit.
Dalit will yell.
Yeah.
Dalit will yell at me.
Yeah.
Dalit would yell at me because I just told him a few minutes ago, don't add things up. I know the exact amount of money it takes to pity something in Genshin.
I don't want to know. I will have enough primos or I won't. Navia came home because she's a good girl. Will Clorinda? Don't know. Will Arlecchino? Probably not. Don't know.
What about what's Water Chick's name?
Oh, Water Chick? Farina?
Yeah,
I have
Farina.
He has Farina.
Yeah, I have her.
Oh, okay.
No, I came back specifically to roll on my friend.
Yeah, he came back to roll for Farina. And then stuck around because he saw Navia.
And then, Gucci Tiger turned up and I was like, well, that's just Swire. I like that design.
So I have that knowledge because of I had a problem at one point, and that knowledge is just there.
I shake my head at you.
Hey, man, gacha players, we're a different breed, and I don't necessarily like that.
You definitely are.
I don't necessarily like that I'm a part of that breed, and I'm trying to separate myself from it. So I'm trying to be better.
I have a comparison between Genshin Impact and Dissidia, but we're saving that for the Genshin Impact.
We'll save that for the Genshin episode. Yeah.
Okay. Lord knows there's enough to talk about that game between the three of us. Between Matthew and himself, honestly.
Okay, well, hold on. I feel a little called out by that.
Yeah, you, me, and I.
Episode 12 of the Celestia Radio podcast. Hey guys, it's Matthias and Matthias and Matthias. We're here to talk to you about Genshin. That's not going to be a thing. You two are stuck.
Oh, no. We'll still be there, but in that particular episode, we are no longer co-hosts. We are guest stars.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, no. Well, there's a sneak peek of what... There's a sneak peek what you listeners have to look forward to this year. I hope you have enjoyed the first couple episodes of this podcast, and I hope you continue to enjoy it, and you are going to be with us through the ride of this year and what's to come. And yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody that's checked out the podcast thus far. Remember to pass it around to your friends. Anything else you guys want to say, talk about? Had a good holiday? We've talked about what we're doing this year. Anything else?
No, I'm just super thankful that we've had this little space to get together and chat every insert day here. And I look forward to it. I look forward to it more.
At least once a week.
Yeah, it's been really nice just getting to sit and hang out and chat, like a planned time to sit and hang out and chat. It's very nice. So I'm looking forward to more of it. Staying in touch.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly right.
That means with you too, listeners. So come back. Let us know we're not crazy.
You guys don't know this, but y'all also signed a contract by listening this far. So y'all are contractually obligated to come here every week and listen and to pass it along to your friends. Yep. Don't question it. Don't look into the legality of it. It's just a thing. You're here with us for the long haul. Okay. Thumbs up. There's no cameras or actual video for this podcast, but I'm giving you all a thumbs up. It's there.
Yeah, when are we gonna do that, Matt?
We're not talking about that right now. Two of us are VTubers. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
we can make third and fourth person a VTuber as well. Well, third VTuber and the fourth can be a mascot.
Fourth can be a mascot. Is Dollet the mascot?
Yeah, I was also just thinking about this.
Dollard is the third VTuber, and the fourth will be Chad as a mascot.
Oh, that's right. Like
Yeah.
Zen does. Yeah.
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 Well, we do have some fun plans in store that involve the podcast and like some other podcast-esque things that we plan to hopefully be able to release this year. It all depends on how things go. So, like I said, I've said it multiple times now, there's a lot of things to look forward to. So I hope both of my co-hosts here are ready for it and are excited for it like I am. And I hope all of you at home are also excited to see what's to come. Well, guys, that's where we're going to wrap it up for this one. And please don't forget, if you have questions that you want to ask us, if you have, something you want to hear us talk about or give our thoughts on, you can always give it to us over on Twitter with the hashtag AskCRP. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter while you're at it, at Celestia Radio PD. And you can also listen to us over on Spotify and Apple and anywhere else that podcasts should be able to be found. And then if you don't use Twitter for whatever reason, you can also leave them down in the description of the YouTube video. With that being said, guys, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Be good.
Peace.